Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Close your eyes. You've mastered a very specific, toxic brand of self-cruelty, the stable attributional style. You take the glowing, hyper-curated nightmare of the modern digital landscape and you personalize every pixel of it. You look at a billion-dollar attention economy engineered to make humans feel like garbage, and your brain shrugs and says, "The algorithm ignores me because I'm fundamentally uninteresting and unlovable." The world has evolved into a place where only superficial people thrive and I'm permanently incompatible with it. I'm hardwired for loneliness. Why bother trying to build connections? My profile will always be a ghost town. The gap between my life and theirs is permanent. I will never catch up. They were born with the traits to succeed in this world, and I was born missing them. I've always been a bystander looking into other people's happiness, and I'll always be. Everyone else has already found their lifelong tribe. There's no room left for me. I will never know what it feels like to be genuinely wanted or included in those curated groups. Even if I try to delete these apps, the underlying truth doesn't change. I'm permanently disconnected from the world. You've dressed up your misery as immutable law. You've convinced yourself you're a ghost, and you act surprised when people walk right through you. Let's play out the script you've so carefully written. Let's look at where this story actually goes if you just keep sitting in the cheap seats of your own life. Do nothing. Let the stable, frozen narrative run the show for another 5, 10, 20 years. The screen stays bright. Your room stays dark and the feedback loop tightens its grip around your throat. You grow older, bitter and entirely fermented in your own resentment, staring at the exact same glowing rectangle, while the world moves on without you. If you refuse to disrupt this, the trajectory isn't a dramatic tragedy. It's a pathetic, slow motion erosion. You become a permanent spectator at the funeral of your own potential, watching strangers live out the life you were too scared to claim, waiting for a rescue ship that was never scheduled to dock. Let's strip away the self-pity and look at the raw mechanics of cause and effect. Ask yourself the brutal, unvarnished question. If I say or do this, what is the actual predictable response? If you sit in the dark and tell yourself your profiles are a ghost town, what is the consequence? You suffocate your own voice before it even breathes. If you accept the lie that you were born missing the human hardware for connection, what is the consequence? You hand the keys to your existence over to a bunch of faceless code monkeys in Silicon Valley. Every single time you indulge in that permanently incompatible narrative, you are pulling the pin on your own grenade. You are choosing the consequence of irrelevance. Your overthinking isn't a deep philosophical insight. It's just mental static designed to keep you paralyzed. You're trying to solve a systemic cultural sickness with microdoses of self-hatred. Shift the perspective. and look at the layers of this theatre. On the surface, there is the neon circus of the digital age, perfumed, fake, and exhausting. Beneath that, there is your neurotic obsession with measuring your infinite worth against an algorithm's garbage metrics. And beneath that, buried under layers of intellectualized misery, is a cold, sharp, observant consciousness that thinks this whole performance is profoundly absurd. You don't need to fix the algorithm. You need to realize that letting a bunch of curated highlight reels dictate your existential worth is the ultimate bad joke. The overthinking is just a distraction from the scary responsibility of actually living. Stop drifting through your misery like a ghost at a feast. It's time to set ruthless criteria for how you engage with this world. When you face the screen, the scroll, or the silence, run the filter. Are you complying with the algorithm's demand that you feel inadequate? Good. Stop. Mutiny starts right here. Choose deliberately, or stop complaining about the taste. Now, let's do the surgical work. Let's pull the heavy, emotional venom out of those fixed stories. Imagine those toxic mantras, permanently disconnected. I will never catch up, projected onto a dirty screen in front of you. See the heavy, suffocating weight of those words, dripping with the dark, sticky grease of depression. Now, watch the emotion drain out of them like oil bleeding into sand. Separate the feeling from the fact. Separate the heavy dramatic story from the cold reality. The words can sit there on the screen, but they are suddenly toothless. They are empty pixels as that affective charge evaporates into nothingness. Let a sharp, clean, unshakable autonomy rush in to fill the space. Feel the nervous system drop its theatrical despair and settle into a cold, clear, sovereign stillness. You are not your narrative. You are the thing observing it collapse. Look back at what you just did. It is uncomfortably honest, isn't it? Most people would rather wrap themselves in the warm, miserable blanket of stable depression diagnosis for the rest of their lives than admit they are choosing their own stagnation. You didn't do that. You stared down the bleakest corners of your own digital alienation, and you called your own bluff. That requires a dark, cynical kind of courage, the kind that actually works. Acknowledge the precision of your own mind when it decides to stop playing the victim. Reinforce this ruthlessness. You just dismantled a lifelong trap in real time, and that deserves a cold, quiet nod of respect to yourself. Do not make the mistake of thinking this trick only works on social media or loneliness. This is a master key. Take this exact mechanism and apply it everywhere else the ego tries to trap you. When your mind whispers that a career block, a creative drought, or a personal failure is permanent and just your baseline, you will spot the stable attributional style and laugh it out of the room. When you catch yourself projecting a pathetic future just to justify your present laziness, you will cut the script short. When overthinking tries to convince you you're an alien in the world of naturals, you'll step back into that multi-level detachment and reclaim your leverage. This clarity doesn't care about context. It cuts through all of them. Feel the solid ground beneath you. Notice the actual temperature of the room, stripped of all the digital noise and psychological smoke. Without any artificial countdowns or gentle nursery rhyme pacing, simply let your eyes snap open whenever you're ready, bringing this cold, razor-sharp clarity straight back into the waking world. Welcome back. You are perfect, just as you are.